math for Tuesday, March 16th. And we will be doing work text page 251, 252. And then tonight for homework, we will do reviews page 249 and 250. I'm going to start with the chart, so please look up here at the chart. Okay? So what we've learned in the past was that a line segment is part of a line that has two endpoints. And we learned that you can take those and turn them into polygons. Okay? And so there was joining them together at their endpoints, we turned them into polygons. Alright, and then we learned there are two types of polygons. There are regular and irregular. What is the difference? Raise your hand. Olivia?
Regular ones have equal sides.
Yes, on the regular ones, all the sides are the same size. They are all equal. Notice all of these have the same size sides. Irregular have different sides. Okay? So irregular has different size. Regular polygons, all the same size. Some of the polygons we learned were three-sided ones are
Triangles.
Four-sided.
Squares.
You need to call them quadrilaterals. Because under quadrilaterals, they could be squares or rectangles. Alright, 5 sides,
Pentagon.
6 sides,
Hexagon.
and 8 sides.
Octagon.
Alright. And then yesterday we reviewed perimeter, but I don't think we're reviewing perimeter dates, which was the distance around the polygons, right? Oh, and we also reviewed or learned yesterday about one shape that is not a polygon. So what was the shape we learned that was not a polygon? Circle. And I was already noticing on some of your homeworks that some of you turned in yesterday. Remember you were supposed to color the one that was a regular polygon one color and color the one that was not a polygon another color, like we did in class yesterday. Some of you didn't do that on your homework paper. So if you did not do that on your homework paper when we finish today's paper, I want you to go get your math homework out of your box and do that. Because if you read the directions, that is what I told you to do. To color the regular polygon a certain color and color the one that's not even a polygon a different color. Okay? Guys, read your directions on your homework. You understand? Even if you think you know what it says to do, read them just in case it's not saying that or so that you don't skip something. Alright, I really need you to pay attention to what we're going to learn today. We're going to look at polygons, and we're going to talk about what they are, but we're also going to divide them into fractions. Okay? So go ahead and look at your paper at that first shape. Count how many sides it has. 5. So what shape is that? What polygon?
Pentagon.
Yes, that would be a pentagon. That's all I want you to do is write the word pentagon underneath it. Do not do anything else. I will tell you what to do in a moment. Alright, so underneath the one you would have written pentagon. I'm not going to write the word pentagon. You guys can write the word pentagon. Or you don't have a word bank, do you?
No.
Alright, you know what? I'll write it. Look at you to make sure you spell it correctly. So everybody needs to look up here at the board and check the spelling of the word pentagon. Make sure you spelled it correctly. Pen, P-E-N-T-A, gon, G-O-N, pentagon. Alright, now, they've already divided one section off for you, and they already wrote 1/5. Now, I need your attention up here. Make sure you're understanding what you're going to do. So what we're going to do for the rest of the dots, do you guys see the rest of the dots?
Yes.
You're going to go from the center dot to the outside dot. So please do not do it. Look, watch what I do. You're going to use your ruler to line up so that your ruler is touching both dots. And then you're going to draw a line from the center dot to the outside dot. Do not do it yet. Put your rulers down. Keep watching. Then you're going to go again from the center dot to the next dot. Like that. Make sure it's lined up neatly. And then again from the center dot to the outside dot. Do not pick up your rulers yet. Alright, now, notice in that first shape that they had already divided off, what did they put in it?
1/5.
How much is this?
1/5.
It is still 1/5, so you would put 1/5 in that. How much is this one?
1/5.
Still 1/5, because it's 1 out of 5. How much is this one?
1/5.
1/5, so put 1/5 again, and how much is that one?
1/5.
1/5. Now, if we count them all off, we would say 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, that's the whole thing. 5/5 would be the whole thing. But there are 5 pieces, we divide it into 5 pieces. Now you may pick up your rulers. Remember, you're going from the center dot to the outside dot every time. You need to be stronger than your ruler. Hold your ruler still and steady, keep it lined up with the 2 dots so that it's nice and straight. So every time from the center dot to the outside dot. Until you've done all of them. And mine doesn't look exactly perfect, but that's because I didn't use a ruler to do it, because I didn't want to mark my yardstick up. I guess I should have used this one though. Alright, who needs more time? Alright. Yes. You need to write 1/5 of them. You're supposed to. And for homework tonight, you're going to have to do the same thing. So you're going to need a ruler for homework tonight. Because you're going to be doing this for homework tonight. Divide them up and writing 1/5.
Can I bring my ruler? Because I don't have a ruler.
Yeah, if you need to bring your ruler home, take it home, but make sure you bring it back. Okay? Guys, you're supposed to be writing 1/5 in every one of them. You have to. That is the instructions. So get busy writing 1/5 in each one of those if you did not already. And please get up on your chair and stop playing around with your ruler. Do I need to call your name?
No.
Then do what I said, please. Thank you. Stop acting like you don't hear what I'm saying. All right, are we ready to go to the next one now?
Yes.
All right, count how many sides it has.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you can count them in your brain and just tell me. It has 6. So what shape is that?
Hexagon.
Hexagon. Sounded like I heard somebody say a sixagon. But that's using that hint, isn't it? They both have an X. Hexagon has 6 sides. Now, do not do anything yet. I need you to listen. Alright, so we are going to divide this one also. Okay, you can write hexagon, H-E-X-A-G-O-N. You don't have to know an X. I was just reminding you of the hint. 6 has an X, hex has an X. So hexagon is 6-sided figure. Now, the way we're going to divide this one, please be watching, is we're going to do opposites. So we're going to find the dot that's exactly opposite of that dot, and we're going to draw a line. Whoops. Don't let your ruler slip down. Make sure it's right beside both dots. Draw a line all the way across. Then you're going to move to the next dot and line it up with a dot that's straight across from it, and draw a line all the way across. That's 2 lines, and then we have one more to do. So line it up with the dots that are straight across from one another, and again draw a line all the way across. Alright, so when you look at this, stop just a second. When you look at this, all the way across, every time, when you look at it, how many parts is it?
6.
So that's going to be our, what part of the fraction? What do you call it?
Numerator?
No.
Denominator.
Denominator's down, right? So this piece right here is how much? 1/6. So the 1 is our
Numerator.
Very good. So in each section, you're going to write
1/6.
1/6. Do not forget to put it in each section. You're just putting 1/6 in each section. Why don't we want to write 2/6 in this one?
Because that would be
Too much. Yeah, that would be both of these together would be 2/6. Separately, they are each 1/6. But if you have both of these, then that's 2/6. That would be 3/6 or 1/2. That's 4/6, 5/6, 6/6. But separately, each one of them is 1/6. That's why you want to write 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, and 1/6 in each of them. Because separately, that's what they are. Now, this next one is the one that I've had people in the past that did not listen to me. So please listen to what I'm telling you to do. Okay? This is what shape? How many sides does it have? 8 sides. So it is a octagon. And I'm going to write it below it, and then I'll move the camera. Octagon. what I just wrote. All right, now. Now, do you see how many dots this one has?
4.
Yeah. I had people that kept wanting to do it from corner to corner. No, we're just going dot to dot, dot to dot. You guys understand? So you're gonna take your ruler and line it up with the top and bottom dot and draw a line straight down. Then you're gonna take your ruler and go from one side to the other and draw a line straight across. So even though this is an 8-sided figure, how many pieces have we divided it into? 4. So what's our denominator gonna be? 4. So how much is one section of this?
1/4.
Yes, 1/4. So you are just gonna write 1/4 in each section because they are only asking us to divide that octagon into 4 pieces. Are you with me?
Yeah.
You already did that? You already wrote 1/4 inch? Okay. And why have your ruler?
It's been broken.
You need to get a new one because when we go to measuring, you need to have your whole ruler, don't you?
But yeah, it fits perfectly and none of the marks are.
All right. Now,
You take it.
anybody need more time on that one? All right, so let's go on to the next section. The next section, they show you what shape? Circle, which is not a polygon, right? And they're having you divide it to the same number of pieces.
And then you put in another.
Yeah. So again, you're going to take this circle and draw from dot to dot, going up and down, and then from dot to dot going across. Now what I want to show you is this. Isn't this what it looks like for the first one?
Yes.
All right, go and draw the lines for the second one, from the top dot to the bottom dot. Yeah, that's what I'm going to show you if you just quit talking out. Did you already draw the lines? Okay. So, I'm going to take this same circle, and I'm showing you what the first one looked like, the one I did in the book, and I'm going to show you something. Is this what yours looked like that you did?
Yes.
So, do you see that this and this are exactly the same?
Yes.
Alright, so even though it was just turned slightly different, they are divided exactly the same. Now, they do not tell us to write in it, but if we were going to write in the pieces, what would we be writing in each piece?
1/4.
1/4, very good. Alright, so the second one is what shape?
Square.
That's a square. I'm pretty sure that's a square.
That's a square.
Let's measure it.
No, let's just call it a square, because I'm pretty sure it's a square. And the first one they have divided looks like this. Right?
Yeah.
And then they want you to take your ruler and draw lines across it. So take your ruler and draw lines across it. You did that already? Okay.
No, it's a rectangle. It's 1 inch up and 1.5 inch wide.
Alright, is everybody done?
Yes.
No, some people are too busy daydreaming and not doing it. Why are you not doing it? Okay, Owen, you're not listening. I said you're gonna draw lines going across, from dot to dot. Go across. I don't know what you're doing, but that's not helping you do anything. Alright, it is slightly longer than it is, but it's very close. It is hardly different, but it is. If you measure it, it is a little bit longer than it is high. A little bit. But, no matter what, this is the way theirs was, and this is the way yours is. So what do you know now?
They're the same.
They're exactly the same. Even though they're oriented different, they're exactly the same. Now, do not do the next one. If you've already done the next row, I'm not happy with you. Raise your hand if you already started doing the next row. Okay, because I want you to look at them without us even dividing them yet. Okay? looking at them without even dividing them, what shape are those? Are they all the same shape? Let's just ask that. Are they all the same shape?
Yes.
Square or rectangle, are they all the same shape? So for that number 7, I want you to try yes. They are all the same shape. Now, we're going to take all the same shape and we are going to divide them up. So the first one's pretty easy. You're going to divide from the top to the bottom and from the side to the side. And it's going to look like a plus sign in the middle. So take your ruler and divide that first shape from side to side and up and down. And it will look like a plus sign in the middle of it. Now, when you divided that one up, what was each of the different quadrants? The 4 pieces look like what? Squares. Okay? Raise your hand if you're not ready to go on. All right, now you're going to go to the second one, and this time your dots are in the corners, so you're going to go crisscross.
Like an X.
Like an X, yes. Crisscross. So from dot to dot, crisscross. Alright, so this time, what were each quarter looking like?
Triangle.
Triangles. We took the same shape, and now we've divided it into triangles. See, I need you to wake up, buddy. You need to divide it going the other direction, and you haven't, because you're daydreaming. No. Oh, you did do both sides. Alright, now go to the next one, and you're going to go like stripes. So from the top dot to the bottom dot, make sure you're going straight though. From the top dot to the bottom dot, 3 times. So when you do it 3 times, you'll still have how many sections? 4 sections still. And this time, the shape of them is?
Rectangles.
Yes, long, skinny rectangles. So again, we've taken the same original shape and divided it 3 different ways so far. Now, are you ready for this last one? Okay. How many dots are on the top?
1.
Alright, so that 1 dot on the top is going to be your starting point every time. And you're going to go from the dot at the top to the first dot at the bottom, which is in the corner. Got it? From the dot at the top to the first dot, the one in the corner. And then you're still going to line it up from the dot at the top, but you're going to go straight down, using your ruler every time. And then again, the dot at the top, but to the other corner. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, please raise your hand and I'll come help you. But basically, the fast version of this is like this. So the dot at the top, and then we've got here, here, and here basically, and you're going to go like that, and then straight down, and then like that. Alright, so this time when we divided it, what are we making? Every one of them? Yep, every single one of them are right angle triangles. We already did one that had triangles, but it wasn't right angle triangles. This time they are right angle triangles. So the very next question they ask you says, let's read number 8 together. It says, each figure is partitioned into 4s. Are the 4 fours in each figure all the same size and shape? So look at the first figure. Are all the pieces you divided into the same size and shape? Yes. Look at the second figure. Are all those pieces the same size and shape?
Yes.
Look at the third one. Are they all the same size and shape?
Yes.
And look at the last one. Are they all the same size and shape?
Yes.
Even though 2 of them are upside down and 2 of them are right side up, they're facing different directions, they are still the same size and the same shape, because they're all 4 right angle triangles. So you would write yes. Now, they're going to ask about each one separately. Let's read it. What does it say? Are the 16 fours all the same shape? So every time we divided it, were they the same shape? No. Each one was different, wasn't it? But we still started with the same shape to begin with. We just divided it into different ways. But tell me this. Let's say we were serving this up. Let's say this was cakes, and different people were cutting up the cakes. Would each of you end up with the same amount?
No.
Yes.
Yes. It would just be cut in a different way. You're still getting 1/4 of that cake. No matter which piece you got, whether you got the square piece, or whether you got the triangle piece that wasn't right angle piece, or whether you got the long skinny rectangular piece, or whether you got the triangle piece that was a right angle triangle. You all would have the same size piece if they were cutting it fairly and cutting it very evenly. You understand? Your piece would just be a different shape, but it would be the same amount if you started out with a cake that was all the same size, right? All right, turn your paper over. We're gonna do the same thing on the back that we were doing on the front, but I don't have samples this time, but I think you guys understand it better. So we're gonna start with a 3-sided figure, which is a
Triangle.
triangle, and I will write the word triangle since you guys don't have a word bank. Let me erase this. I'm pretty sure most of you know how to spell triangle, but. Alright, so the first one you should label triangle. Alright, and you are only gonna divide it how many times?
One.
Once, from top to bottom. Alright, and so one piece of that would be how much?
1/2.
1/2, and just in case you can't remember what 1/2 looks like, it's 1/2, because you have 1 out of 2 pieces. And you need to write 1/2 in both pieces. So go ahead and write 1/2 in both pieces of that triangle. Alright, now we're gonna move on to the next one, which is a rectangle. Alright, so I'm gonna write the word rectangle. Rectangle. And again, you're gonna divide this one into 4 parts, right? So you're gonna make 3 lines, similar to what we did on the front for that other problem. So just top to bottom, 3 different times. I don't have to let you up, or you guys not paying attention. Use your card. Yes, ma'am? If you don't have your ruler here, use your card. Alright, so once you divide that, what fraction is each piece?
1/4.
Very good, 1/4. So in each of those sections, you need to write 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. And do not forget to write that tonight for homework. You are supposed to do the same exact thing on your homework tonight, dividing it up, using a ruler, and then write how much it is in each. And the last one is what shape? Pentagon, because it has how many sides?
5.
Yes, it has 5 sides, so it is a pentagon. And how are you going to divide it though? Well, how many pieces?
2.
2. So what fraction are you going to be writing?
1/2.
Yeah, you're just going to write 1/2 again. You're just dividing it in half, just straight up and down. Yes.
We have just copied the pentagon from the front of our paper.
Yeah, well, I went ahead and wrote it so that people wouldn't have to turn their paper over. Alright, and then the next thing we're gonna do is the same thing where we're dividing the shape in 2 different directions, and it's just oriented in a different way. So the one they did, what shape is that, by the way? Very good, it's a hexagon. If you count the sides, it has 6 sides. They've already divided it going across. You're gonna just divide it going up and down. And it's just like the ones I showed you, where all you had to do was turn it. Okay, it's the same shape, divided the same exact way, just in a different direction. Alright, I didn't tell you to do that one yet. Wait till I tell you, okay? Alright, the last one is a circle, and they've divided it into how many pieces? 3. So when you divide the other one, they already did 1 line for you. So you're gonna go from the center to the dot on the outside, and then from the center again to the other dot. Both times you need to go from the center to the dot. You need to do it now. I just wanted you to wait till I told you, okay? From the center to the dot. And again, you have divided it into thirds. And think about it, if you just took that circle and turned it, it would look exactly the same, wouldn't it? All you need to do is turn it. They're both divided the same way. then last on the front, here we're taking the same exact shape, which is a rectangle. This one's definitely a rectangle. And we're gonna divide it 3 different ways. So the first time, they want you to go straight up and down for 2 lines, and then for the dots on the sides, you're gonna go back and forth once. Are you done already? You working ahead of me? No?
Stop playing around, please.
We're moving on, and you're just sitting there playing with stuff. 2 lines going straight up and down, 1 line going straight across. Using your ruler, you must use your ruler. This is geometry, we're writing nice and straight. So when you finish, how many pieces did it have?
6.
6. So each one of those would have been 1/6, right?
Yeah.
Now you're gonna take that same rectangle, but this time you're just gonna make it be in stripes. So just lots of lines, 5 different lines, I believe it is. Yep, 5 lines going straight up and down. Yes?
Do you have to write 1/6?
No, unless it tells you to. Only on that one section does it tell you to. If you look at the directions, because on the first direction for that first thing, it says write the name of the plane figure and then partition, and then it says label each part. Label each part means put the fraction in each part. All right, so you divided it, and again, how many pieces are there?
6.
Now, are they the same shape as the last time we divided it? No, but you would get the same amount, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All right, do the last one. This time you're dividing it straight up and down once and across twice. This is sort of opposite of what we did on the first one. Did you already do that one? So once you've done that, how many pieces do you have again?
6.
6. You still have 1/6 for each piece. Each time, your piece would have been different. But would you have each had an equal amount?
Yes.
Yes, because you still all have 1/6. It doesn't matter which piece you got, you would still have 1/6 of that cake, if that was a cake. Yes.
Can we do the division?
Yes, you may do division on your own. Some of you may need to write your 8s. It looks like this whole thing is about the 8s. Some of you need to get busy writing your 8s. If you don't know your 8s, get busy writing your 8s. I'll come check them if you need me to. Okay, but you need to stay with me, okay? All right. If you're done, you may put in the stacks.